I'm sitting in my dining room. I'm staring at a glass of orange juice with pulp. I'm trying to remember if I like pulp or not when she walks in. The color is lemon chiffon.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sitting here, obviously. I have orange juice.
Good for you. Once again, you're missing my point.
Are you making a point?
That's my point. Oblivious to the last. We have to get going. He's going to be here soon. And that means we should not be.
Who's going to be here?
We're no longer in the dining room. The glass of orange juice is gone. I'm now holding a television remote. The brand is Mecma. Not sure if that's a real brand, but it feels real. I'm sitting on a sofa in a sub-pop modern living room. I don't know what sub-pop means, but it made sense when I said it. Deborah is still here. She's frustrated with me. The color's vermilion.
When are you going to wake up and start paying attention? That's part of our problem. Well, one of them, anyway. You're just coasting, only half awake. You're the type of person who seems to just let life happen to them instead of showing any semblance of participation in your own life. Absent of making any headway into forging your own
destiny?
I was going to say fate, but that seemed too
predictable.
Very funny. Don't be a smartass.
Why? Because I predicted the word predictable?
Stop. But yes. Oh, forging your own path. I like that better.
I'm sorry, Deborah. I didn't know this is how I'd end up.
That's my point, Jeff. You behave like a man who seems to have forgotten how to pivot or adjust. You act as if you reached a point of no return. But it's not the end.
Wait, my name isn't Jeff.
Shh. Oh no. I think he's here. We should hide.
Who?
We've instantly transitioned to a meat locker in the blink of an eye, as they say, but I didn't blink. We're just here now. This is not a place I recognize. I'm cradling a Boston butt. The color is blue.
Deborah, is this us hiding?
What are you talking about, Jeff?
My name is not Jeff?
Wait, why did I phrase that in the form of a question?
Wait, is my name Jeff?
Shh, we can't let him hear you.
Him who?
Well, I think she's talking about me.
I want to scream, but I can only continue to whisper.
Holy shit! Beef, what are you doing here?
I'm going to use this.
Beef reveals a .45 caliber handgun which has been concealed within the small of his back. Color is still blue.
Use it? What do you mean?
This is what I mean.
Beef Stew places the gun to Deborah's temple.
Oh, Jeff, don't forget next time. You hate pulp.
Deborah, no!
Oh, now you're paying attention?
Deborah!
Agent Potroast? Sir, the agent has awakened.
Sorry, I think I dropped the Boston butt.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm a little confused. That dream was very vivid. I'm not sure if I'm actually awake. I feel anxious.
Totally normal. Side effects of the propofol.
Oh, right. The injection.
And I can help you. You are completely wide awake now.
Okay, thank you. Wait, does that mean...
Yes. Welcome to the surface. Are you able to walk?
Walk? I don't know. I haven't tried.
Well, when you can, give it a go. Otherwise, I have to wheel you in. Surveys report around 80% of our agents are embarrassed when they are wheeled in. What with the census facing them and all.
I'm meeting The census?
You are scheduled to meet with representatives of the census.
My heart is beating out of my chest now. Still side effects of the propofol?
No. I mean, I'd feel that way too if I had to speak to the census. Good luck.
Duty station. Owl. Asset assigned here. Krypton. H2. Asset assigned virtual assistant. Information is temporarily unavailable.
Agent Potroast, I am Inevitable Consequence Officer Mordecai. Please take a seat. Agent Potroast. To my right is the Director of the Census Bureau, Sylvan Chapman. He will be conducting the interview today.
Oh, well, it's an honor, sir.
Agent Potroast, we can dispense with the pleasantries. Is it fair to say that you have been assigned to the Owl Station, tasked with the duty of observation, and have thus far served for all of 3 days?
That is fair and, as it happens, true?
Understood. Is it also true that on the second day, after 18 months of absolute radio silence, no activity, no anomalies, nothing, you and Agent Beef Stew just happened to witness an unexpected event?
You're referring to the arrival of the cows?
Would you categorize that as unexpected?
Yes, unexpected and downright unbelievable.
What I find unbelievable is that this occurrence seemed to coincide with your arrival.
I would have to concur from what Agent Beef Stew elucidated.
Elucidate. What's that mean? It means to divulge or explain. Ah, yes, understood.
Proceed.
Yes, sir. Beef Stew shared with me that until my arrival, well, that is, prior to the second day of my assignment, there had been no developments or phenomena of any kind for a period of 13 months, if I recall?
18 in actuality. And the phenomenon in question was arrival of phantom cows that just so happened to coincide with your retelling of a rather detailed account of a personal reoccurring dream?
I'd call it a nightmare, but yes, exactly. All true.
And you elucidate that?
No, sir, no. That would be improper usage of the word. Try.
And what you laid bare in your observation logs, are those details what you expect the census to believe today? That this just happened and that you played no part in its orchestration?
I'm sorry, I thought you brought me here to corroborate what Agent Beef Stew and I witnessed, but this is beginning to feel more like
An interrogation?
Is that... Was she scheduled to...
Inevitably no.
Madam Census Taker, this is a most unexpected pleasure.
Yes. What a pleasure indeed. Oh, I have no doubt each of you, those in the inner circle, those perched in the balcony, and the rest skulking behind the dimming light, you all now sit at the very edge, your hearts pounding against breathless chests, ears straining for every syllable I choose to release. All because of me. because it is rare that I emerge from the depths. Nearly a decade has passed since my last descent to the surface, and yet, here I am. What I seek now is simple truth. And is that not the sacred foundation of the company? Is that not what the founders bled for? Truth above all? So now, to those with mouths agape and eyes wide, I require your silence. Absolute, unbroken. Let no breath distract, no whisper interrupt, as I begin my inquiry. Agent Pot Roast?
Yes, Madam Census Taker.
We are not acquainted, but based on what I've reviewed, you strike me as a man of intelligence and discernment. I say that only to preface what follows, not as flattery, but as context, so you will understand that my directness is not meant to offend, but to expedite clarity.
I understand. That's why I'm here?
Excellent. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Agent Pot Roast has done nothing untoward. He wasn't forced to be here. He's here as an emissary of truth, to set the record straight. Isn't that right?
Exactly. 100%.
Oh, then, please share with us all that you may know concerning the demise of the agent known as Welsh Rabbit.
I know very little. Only what Agent Beef Stew shared with me.
And that was?
We were discussing the peculiarity of our code names, which, by the way, we'd love to hear how those are generated. Anyway, that discussion led to the revelation of maybe the most odd name, Welsh Rabbit. Soon after, I learned that I was Welsh Rabbit's replacement.
Did Agent Beef Stew share with you how Agent Welsh Rabbit departed from his assignment and employment?
He said Welsh Rabbit didn't like the pace of the assignment. Too slow, boring, days upon meandering days of nothing eventful happening, that it can be rather mundane. Agent Beef Stew explained that due to these reasons, Agent Welsh Rabbit requested a transfer.
A transfer?
Yes, that's what Agent Beef Stew said. Is it true?
In your, albeit brief, time here, have you found Beef Stew to be a reliable arbiter of the truth?
Well, I don't know if I would frame it that way.
Oh, okay. Please contextualize it for us.
At first, Agent Beef Stew was friendly, cordial, helpful. He made it very clear as to why he was well suited for these types of assignments. Not much of a people person, at least, when forced to be face to face. But at these distances over the telecom, we had a good rapport. It was only after his return from meeting with the census that things took a turn, where he at first seemed to trust me. Later, it was if he had...
Yes? Go on.
As if he had been persuaded to think otherwise.
Ah, I see. You can't think of any circumstance in which you may have seemed less than transparent?
Transparent?
Is that humorous to you?
Well, I'm a spy?
Yes. Oh, very good indeed. I like you, Agent Pot Roast. Which is what makes this next part so unfortunate. As part of your reprimand.
My reprimand?
Director.
Yes, madam. Agent Potroast, you will be remanded to Cora Beach for a period of 24 hours due to your insubordination.
Insubordination?
In just 3 days, you have racked up a startling 2 vulgarity violations.
Notably, this includes the malfunction of your virtual assistant, an event which, conveniently or otherwise, prevented the detection of any further violations.
Conveniently? We experienced an unprecedented electrical storm, leaving the Owl Station compromised. This was a natural occurrence, not a carefully orchestrated diversion.
There have been no such inclement weather reports documented or reported.
That's not true. I have detailed audio and video files in my observation log.
And this does not excuse conduct unbecoming an agent of the magnet...
Director, a slip of the tongue could lead to most dire consequences.
Yes, madam. My apologies.
To be fair, I had just witnessed a nightmare coming to life. I was aware of the vulgarity policies, but it just slipped out. What was I supposed to say?
Our policies on professional conduct are very clear.
You can now consider it a mandatory 48-hour reprimand.
Enough. Agent Potroast, you don't strike me as a person that takes a stupid breath. Don't spoil my opinion of you. Do you understand the punishment?
Yes.
Do you have any last words before you're taken into custody?
Last words? Before I'm set before a firing squad?
No, nothing like that. Are we not civilized? We allow you to refute any accusations. The floor is yours.
No, I won't deny I committed the violations, but I do have some questions.
Denied. This is not a forum for...
Careful, Director. Agent Potroast has been granted the floor. Persist with these stray interruptions, and you may find yourself in a holding cell beneath it. Proceed, Agent Potroast.
Thank you, Madam Census Taker. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you now a series of irrefutable truths. Truth number 1. A peculiar key arrived accompanied by a note delivered directly to my PPT. The note was originally intended for Agent Welsh Rabbit. Mere coincidence? Perhaps. But shortly thereafter, the Virtual Assistance Theater staged a performance featuring a scene that prominently involved a hidden key. Precisely the kind of key I had been instructed to locate. Now ask yourselves, was that coincidence or choreography? Okay, nothing. I'll continue. Truth number 2. The arrival of the cows almost immediately following my admission of having a recurring dream with said cows. This has been previously discussed but remains irrefutable. Moving on. Truth number 3. Clementine has very clearly implied that I had been assigned to the Owl Station prior to this mission, and that she was my virtual assistant, not Beef Stew's. Still nothing. Okay.
Agent Potroast.
Yes, madam?
Agent Potrose, it is customary once the floor is yielded to you that you speak.
Have I not been speaking? Did you not?
This is inevitably effects of altitude sickness. Agent Potroast, you're exhibiting symptoms of impulsive outspoken syndrome.
Impulsive?
Agent Potroast, there are other pressing matters to attend to. Director?
Read the form and then sign, please. Here's a pen.
Well, it's blank. The paper, there's nothing on it?
Please sign.
Okay, but what am I signing?
Dylan?
Agent Potroast, you have a choice. You can either accept a double dose of Propofol, double due to the length of the trip to Cora Beach, or Officer Dillon can punch you in the face.
What? Are you joking? Seriously? Oh, I choose the injection, hands down. Officer Dillon is at least twice as big as me. He'd likely break my nose or jaw.
Agent Potroast, the blank piece of paper and the choice I explained are largely rhetorical.
Rhetorical? Wait, no!
Magnetar is a shoestring TV production. It is written and produced by Jason Beard. Magnetar stars Eric Carlino as Agent Potroast, Jane Beverly as the Census Taker, Sean Scott as Inevitable Consequence Officer Mordecai, Larry Oblanda as Director Sylvan Chapman, Astrid W.S. as Deborah, Marisa Conway as Nurse Bones, Grace Newton as Omniscient Voice, and Michael Cunningham as Agent Beef Stew. Stay tuned for episode 5, entitled Cora Beach, coming soon.